Hello everybody, my name's Olive and kumusta kayo dyan sa Pilipinas? Before we start, I would like to ask everyone who sees this video to say a prayer to the people in the Philippines who are victims of Hurricane Rolly, because Rolly is a Category 5 hurricane. So please say a prayer for the people who are victims of the hurricane. Thank you so much. So the first topic that I would like to discuss is the beginning of creation, because God, whether you believe it or not, He exists, and there, whether you believe it or not, we were created. So if we were created, we have a creator. So let's start from the beginning. So but I would like to introduce you to this book that I wrote years ago. It's God's Will versus Pain Pill. And I'm not going to start from the beginning of that book, because I believe that I should start where God started, so that we will understand how God showed us in the beginning how to take care of our bodies. And He wants us to follow Him anyway, to follow Jesus, to follow Him, so that we will become holy and ready to go home to wherever He is, because if we're not holy, we are not welcome there. So anyway, this is how God worked. God's attribute is all powerful. That means that during creation, He could have snapped His finger and the whole world, including us, would be created, because He is all powerful. But He did not do that. You know why? Because He modeled Himself. He used Himself as a model on how we should work. Even His days, it's like 7 days, just like our week today. So let me just go through a summary of the 7 days, what He created every single day. But the point I want to emphasize is that He created something, not everything, every day. All right? So here it is. Day 1, He created light and darkness. Day 2, water and sky. Day 3, land and sea. Day 4, plants and heavenly bodies. Day 5, animals. Day 6, humans. Day 7, He rested. All we know is that the 7th day is a day of rest. But that's not the only time God rested. If you read Genesis, this is how God did it. Unlike us, when we want to do everything we could possibly put in one day, and when we lay down in bed, when we get home, we could feel our muscles and everything else aching because we did too much. So this is how God worked. After He created the light and the darkness, the first day, He looked back to what He created, and He looked at what He did and said, "Oh, I'm happy with this. I'm content with this. This is enough for today." Do we even do that? Do we even stop after we go to work, after an 8 or 10-hour day? When we come home, do we even stop and think about how we were happy with the job that we did? To admire the stuff that we did? Are we content of what we did? So that's what I want you to get this with this Genesis, is to stop and look back. All right?